Of mine was at a grocery store, was handed a piece of paper that said, "Call me." And her discernment, she quickly gave it back to the guy, but then her fingers were tingling. And so what predators are doing now is that they're writing a note and giving it to women in grocery stores and public places, where the woman looks at the note, smells it, gets dizzy, and gets redirected to an area where something really bad can happen to her.
So that reel was sent to me by a family member. They are older. I'll just say that. And they're not part of the internet generation. Pretty sure they saw it on Facebook. And I really want to talk about this particular brand of reel. I've seen them on TikTok too, but mostly on reel. And usually because some well-meaning acquaintance or older family member sent it to me. Because as you could see on the caption of that video, it said, "Please send to everyone you know." Now I want to unpack what she specifically says in that video. So the gist of the story is this woman goes to the grocery store. A man, a stranger, hands her a note that says, "Call me" on it. Immediately throws it away because she starts feeling funny. We don't hear the rest of that story. I guess it's implied that she leaves and is fine. But I have questions. So at first she says that after this woman touches the note, her fingers start tingling. But then seconds later, she says that the logic is that the person reading, like, smells something, like inhales something, and then it makes them feel woozy or dizzy, and they have to be taken to another room or something where they are then abducted. So which is it touching it with their finger, or is it sniffing? And if I could play devil's advocate for a second, sorry to be this person, but if this stranger man put some dangerous substance on the note that he then gives to the woman, would he not also inhale it by just, like, putting it on? Or if it could also affect you by touching it, was he wearing gloves? Did he put it in protective, sealed packaging to make sure that he didn't come in contact with it before he gave it to the woman? Also, I read the comments, and a bunch of people were like, "It's fentanyl!" Be so for real. Do you have any idea how little fentanyl it takes for someone to overdose on fentanyl? Like, a terrifyingly small amount. Something like 0.2 grams of fentanyl is enough to kill a grown man. And let's put our critical thinking caps on. Say it was fentanyl, and the stranger man ground up the fentanyl or took powdered fentanyl and dusted the paper with it. The fentanyl powder would be airborne. So using the logic from the story, if he then inhaled some of the fentanyl from the note after dusting it on, he would get woozy or faint or pass out, or worse. Or even just transporting this fentanyl covered note, he would have powdered fentanyl all over it. It would be in his pockets. It would be everywhere. And okay, maybe he put it in a plastic bag. So would it not seem strange for someone to pull a note out of a plastic bag? Wouldn't she notice him doing that? And okay, so what if he keeps the plastic bag in his pocket and he slips the note out from it, but then the powder would be falling out of the folded piece of paper, which would then also be airborne, right? Which would make him dizzy, her dizzy, and anyone passing by dizzy as well. Possibly worse. It would likely cause a scene. It would be more than just, "Oh no, this woman's dizzy, someone get her a chair." And then the stranger predator man, like, slinking off with her, like, throwing her over his shoulder, and, like... What I'm trying to say is the math is not mathing, guys. It's not a true story. It's fake. And people like this lady in the original video are preying on your fears. They don't want you to send the video to everyone you know, to pass the word along, to help people. No, they want those clicks. They want the clicks. They want the likes. They want the attention. They want the views. More than likely, she's also trying to sell you something. maybe t-shirts or the latest line of products that she's being sponsored by. Which I know the elevated extreme fear of abduction on the internet is also based on the human trafficking mania that has blown up over the past few years, which is also attached to other things on the internet, which I won't get into now. I don't want to poke the bear. I know all of that, okay? And that's why conservative people, older people, are more likely to fall prey to the hysteria. Also, they're more likely to believe things that they see on Facebook. It's sad because, again, I know they mean well. I know they do. They think they're doing the right thing by sharing the videos. And that's what assholes like that lady count on. That's how they get their audience. That's how they sell shit. It's fucked up. Anyway, if you see videos like that talking about this is Predator's new strategy, swipe, carry on. It's just like the zip tie bullshit that was spreading a couple years ago. It's the same shit. It's not true. And as a true crime fan, I know this for certain, you are more statistically likely to be abducted by someone you already know, not a stranger. And they won't have to use tricks to trap you like Bugs Bunny because they already know you. The dangerous stranger waiting to abduct you from your local grocery store doesn't exist. He's not real. Or if he is, he's more likely to follow you home and abduct you from home instead, and not in broad daylight in public. I know that's not comforting. I'm just stating facts. Alright, I'm gonna end this here.